All right, guys, I wanted to quickly shoot a video for you guys, especially if you're a contractor or a service-based business and you essentially want to get more Google reviews. This video is basically going to be showcasing how you guys can automate your Google reviews using GoHighLevel. We're essentially going to be building an automation that essentially weeds out the 1 to 3 star reviews and only keeps the 4 to 5 star reviews. And I guess as an additional bonus, not only does it help your social proof, but it also adds better SEO. Now, I can't take credit for all of this. I want to say shout out Jasper. He came across this insight, and since then we've been building upon it, implementing it, and it has not failed us yet. So without further ado, guys, let's jump straight into the automation. So essentially this entire automation is triggered by one action, which is usually a pipeline stage. So if someone closed, or let's say, for example, you want to manually drag them to that particular pipeline stage, that is when this automation would fire. So essentially it's going to be waiting 1 day because we want to make sure that we catch them whilst they're piping hot and they don't forget how amazing your service or system or whatever it was that you're selling was. So essentially after that 1 day waiting period, we're going to send them this SMS. It's going to say, hey, contact first name. This is John with Majestic Homes. We wanted to see if our service would be worth a quick rating. How many stars would you give? 1 to 5. Now we're very specific with asking 1 to 5, and I'll explain why. So we're going to give ourselves let's say a 2-day window. If they respond to this SMS, this is essentially what's going to happen. 9 times out of 10, they're going to respond with a number 1 to 5. If they give a 1 to 3 star rating, we're going to send them an SMS that says, thank you for your feedback. We are sorry to hear it, but we will pass it on to the team and make sure to fix it going forward. Now, if they respond with 4 to 5 rating, we're essentially going to be sending them a review request. Now, I'll show you guys how to set this up in a second, but I wanted to really touch on the condition here. So as you guys can see, within GoHighLevel, you can make it super specific with what they say. So if they respond to that initial SMS and it contains 1 or the word actual 1, then they're going to get funneled into this section. Similar for 2 and 2, funnel into this section, and then lastly 3 and 3 funneled into this SMS. Now, if they respond 4 or 5, as we can see right here, we're going to basically segment them into a different audience type, which is going to be sending that review request. So when you want to send a review request, you guys can essentially go to the reputation setting, which I'll show you quickly right now. Now, once you click that link, it'll bring you to a page similar to this. All you want to do is to go to SMS review requests. You never want to send your review request in an email. They usually get aired. Always do it via SMS. So you simply can click that, and then this is where you guys would adjust it. So for us, we always say, awesome, thank you for the review. Would you be so kind to leave a Google review? You can do so at the link, review links. Now you're probably wondering, well, Shamar, how do I change the review link? You simply need to click right here where it says review link, and then you can set up your custom link, which would obviously be your Google My Business review link. And then you just want to paste it there, hit save, and you're going to be good to go. Now, let's say that the lead responded, but they didn't say 1 to 5 in regards to the stars. We'll essentially be sending a notification to your team that says, please check this Google review reply. And then you guys can manually handle it from there. So for whatever use case, we always have an outcome. So don't panic and don't worry. But let's backtrack a little bit. Let's say you've sent the initial SMS and they didn't respond. What happens? Well, we're essentially going to be waiting 2 days. And if they don't respond within that 2-day time period, we're essentially going to be sending them a follow-up SMS. Now that follow-up SMS is simple. It's going to say, me again, just wanted to take some feedback to the team if possible. If you did have a rating between 1 to 5, that would be amazing. And similar to before, if they do respond within that period, 1 to 3, we're going to say, sorry to hear that. 4 to 5, we're going to send them the review request. And if none of those conditions are met, we're going to be sending you guys a manual notification to essentially say, hey, you've got a response, but it's not what we expected. Please manually deal with that. And once again, after 2 days, we send them another follow-up. So you guys can basically see how we've been able to compartmentalize this automation to only let through Google reviews that give you guys a 4 to 5 star rating. This way, you're not only populating your Google My Business page with the best ratings, you're also dealing with the negative reviews in-house as well. So if you guys want more free videos like this, different strategies and tips that we've been implementing for our partners, comment down below what you guys would love to see. But please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.